All right, have not fans, and if you were on Instagram Live or if you saw the live stream from last night I did with Chandler, you know that we went on for quite some time with some theories, but the one that stuck out to me is one I didn't even think of. Chandler blew my mind when he said, you know what, we know Alice, put in her resignation and said she's going to sue Veronica, and, pretty much said that, you better watch out because those who, I mean, she knows a lot of secrets that could possibly ruin Veronica, but she doesn't really take her threat seriously. But at the end of the day, Chandler was saying, what do you think? What if RK was the one that persuaded or convinced Alice to, well, quit her job and sue Veronica? I never thought of that. That was pretty damn good. And that goes into another theory that another fan told me on a comment of one of my videos that leads to another video I'll do right after this one. But I never thought of it. That's a pretty good theory there. And it makes a lot of sense based off RK's character. I mean, Alice, we've always been asking the question, like, okay, how hard pressed is she for money to be working for someone like Veronica? Yeah, Veronica most likely, pays well, given the fact that, she's rich, but at the same time, there are just so many other people that Alice could have been working for. Why Veronica? Not to mention all the belittling she goes. It's almost like, Alice is the mammy, if you will. And, Gone with the Wind is one of my favorite movies of all time. So, I know the whole mammy kind of thing where, it's the, during the slavery times, the black woman that was pretty much taking care of the kids as well as the house itself. And, that's pretty much how Veronica is treating Alice, talking down to her and just nonstop harassment and whatnot. And well, yeah, now she's going to sue. But the question is, where did this come from? I mean, when I first saw the scene, I'm like, it's about time. But it never really clicked to me that RK might have been, I guess you could say, jump starting the car of her leaving the job. So all we know is that, RK pretty much within 45 seconds treated Alice with more kindness in their first meeting than I bet all the time that Veronica has treated her since the time she started working at her house. Now, what I'm wondering is, what kind of conversation went down when those two went into the kitchen? That's just... Now, I will say this much. I did take the theory a bit further when I was talking with Chandler, but I said that maybe it's not this far, but what if, RK works for the feds or something like that? And, with Alice being someone who works within Veronica's house, she has seen and heard a lot of things that might be incriminating in order to bring down Veronica. Because if you remember those FBI agents that Veronica called out when they went into her hospital room after she fell off the balcony, that one dude that she called out for being a user of drugs, he was pissed. Pretty much everybody in her circle will find him. We'll get somebody until they break and tell us everything there is to know about Veronica. But unbeknownst to the FBI agents, almost everyone who has either been associated with Veronica or in her inner circle, they will be more than willing to blab their mouths off about Veronica if it means putting her away for good. And, which is going to be made even easier and better if Jim and David are actually able to find all these lawyers who have these alleged puzzle pieces that when put together can ruin all of them. So Veronica might be facing her downfall. I mean, yes, look, this isn't me slandering Veronica. I know there are Veronica fans out there, but looking at where the story's going, I don't think her outlook is going to be too good. Like I said before in I forgot what video, but Veronica's worst nightmare, it isn't dying. I just feel like her worst nightmare, and as well as karma coming back to bite her in the ass, would be not only her being embarrassed in court, because remember, she's usually the one to just dominate in the courtroom. But to have her actually get defeated, then go to prison, be in a cell with a criminal or another inmate who is a female who happens to like to sexually, towards women, that would be going full circle for, like, how she put Toxic in Wyatt's cell. That would be her worst nightmare. So I would say that, RK probably told Alice, I could just see the conversation going down there. Alice washing her hands first, then, getting some food together. And RK just like, so what's it like working for, Miss Harrington and whatnot? And then, they'll probably talk to the point where Veronica couldn't hear them. But at the same time, have you ever thought about leaving? Like, why are you still work? I bet that RK was asking all the questions that we were, like I said in this video, like, why is she working for Veronica? Why is she dealing with all this abuse and whatnot when she could probably just go somewhere else? And you know, with RK being greedy like he is, trying to get money, like stealing that jewelry, he probably figured, you know, here's a quick way you can get some money. I mean, for all we know, what if Alice goes to court and wins the case? RK might get a cut of that money. I'm just, again, this is just speculation if they are working together behind the scenes, because if you look closely at this, ever since the show, not just when the show came back this year, but even the last handful of episodes in 2018, there are a lot of alliances that are being made behind the scenes, you know? Some things we are seeing on screen, some things that are hinted at where one character says they'll call or meet up with another character to do something, or just like with the Alice and RK case, you just don't know. I mean, it's just like the whole situation where Candace was trying to convince Benny and Michael, the father of Little Lizzie's mother. Remember the one that was hit by Wyatt? Remember when Candace was trying to get those two to sue the Criers after the whole hit and run situation in order to make a big payday? So I figured that RK might be stepping up a bit with the whole Alice thing in order to sabotage Veronica. So yeah, but again, Chandler, that was an awesome theory. I mean, really nothing much to add to this because it's too good. It's like Alice said, you know, it's the ones you think who don't have the power that are the ones who can bring you down. So I'm just saying. But thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts on this interesting theory. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Guys, we are about to hit 64,000 subscribers. We should be hitting that number either later tonight or at some time tomorrow by, you know, Sunday around 1 p.m. So thanks so much for the support. And as always, you know, we are slowly but surely making our way to 100,000 subscribers. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button as well as leaving your thoughts in the comment section below so we can keep the conversation going. On the left hand side of the screen, you should see a picture of Jeffrey Harrington. You can click on him in order to subscribe, but also hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content. Also, you should see some videos appearing on the screen as well that I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy if you enjoyed the one you just saw. But also, be sure to follow me on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all my social media will be in the description below. And in order to help this channel hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to need your help. So make sure to share this video as well as the channel around with all of your friends on your own social media. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next video.